Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I got a little project for JJ today. I'm going to be putting in a new rear drive shaft. My drive shaft's got a little dent in it, and it still has a subtle vibration sometimes when you're driving at highway speeds. And you can tell it's in the rear, and it's either the universal joints or the bent part of the drive shaft, or it could be the pinion angle being a little bit wrong. My Jeep's got a little bit of a lift on it. I'm not sure exactly how much it's got. And if this don't knock it out, you can be watching for an upcoming video after this to put adjustable upper control arms. I hadn't even checked my pinion angle. That's probably what it is. I don't know. But anyway, the drive shaft that I bought, it's got some worn out universal joints on it. I've got 2 new universal joints to go in this. And then I'm going to pop this in JJ, and we're going to take him to lunch and see if this fixes the vibration or not. So let's get to it. All right, the first thing I want to do is take these clips out so I can get the universal joints removed. I'm just going to use a screwdriver and a hammer to break this loose. All right, that one came out almost too easy. I'm gonna roll this around now. That other one was half missing. That's why it was so easy. And now let me take this one out. All right, that one is also broke as well. Got this drive shaft online, and it may not be any better than what I had, but I didn't see any damage on it. All right, so now I'm ready to start whooping out that universal joint. I'm not going to try to use a press or anything because it's going to be kind of tricky to get it in a press. It's going to be tricky anyway. So I'm just going to set it right here. I've got a box supporting the rear. I'm just going to try to beat down on it and try to. It's going to. I need another hand. I need Seth here. Seth is at work, but he's not here. So I've got my little hollow bar that I normally use to beat the universal joints out with. Just going to set it right there, and I'm going to start whooping on it. I want to say a word about today's video sponsor. This is Like Me. This is open air earbuds. You know I'm a big fan of those because you can hear your surroundings as well as your music. These are very special because they are the world's lightest open air earbuds. They weigh 6.7 grams each, and that is extremely light. The other day I was listening to my music, got to the end of my playlist, and the music stopped, and I didn't realize I was really involved in my work. And a bug flew and hit me on the ear, and I reached up there and slapped my ear, and I knocked one of these plumb across the garage because I had forgotten I had them on. They're that lightweight. 8-hour battery life on the earbuds alone, and the case will charge them several times. Will give you a maximum of 30 hours battery life before you have to charge the case. They are IPX5, dust resistant and water resistant. The music is crystal clear and accurate. I just love the open air design of the earbuds. These are a very premium, kind of a black chrome look. Very, very nice look. And there's a speaker grill on the back side. If you're looking for you a nice quality set of open air earbuds, I'm going to leave a link down in the description for these right here. Go check them out. They're not super pricey and they sound incredible. I love mine and I think you'll like them too. Check them out. All right, this is probably going to rear up. I've had this thing for quite some time. I should have already sprayed this on it, but I didn't. And it looks like it's going to be a job to get that broke loose. I don't want that splattering on me. Alright, it is moving. That's a good sign. So now that it's moving, I ought to be able to knock it on out. Alright, so typically what I do at this point, I try to grab this piece with my vise. Tighten it pretty good, and I try to walk it out. All right, there it is in all of its glory. Needle bearings coming out. Won't need those anymore. I got new ones. And now I have got to try to beat it back the other direction, just the opposite of what I just did. I'm going to also bump this one with my hammer. That's out, and now this right here is out. So I'm ready to go in with a new one on that one, but before I do, I'm going to take this other one out. All right, got that out. Grab me a little penetrating oil. Do the same for the other side. And now I'm going to try to knock it out. I'm having trouble with this thing wiring up. It's taking my force away, so I gotta see what I can do to try to stop that. Okay, that might be the ticket right there. Let's see. we go. All right. It seems like it's always the last one, you know. I don't know what that was, but I'm sure I need it. And of course it fell down and went behind something else. Got it. My little tool kind of give it up. It went over the shank of that universal joint. I gotta figure out how to get it off now. All right. All right, I'm ready to go back in with the new universal joints. Right here's what I got for that. I'll leave a link to these down in the description of the video. Kind of doing that backwards. I need it on this. Perfect. I was hitting against myself. All right. Try and keep these needles from losing position, which can happen. I always just make sure that moves good. That don't mean you don't have a needle out of place, but it's a pretty good sign. And there we go. I gotta put my Zerk fitting in, and I gotta grease both of these, and I'll be ready to swap my drive shafts out. The other drive shaft, I think it's fine. Just got a little dent, and I saw it one day and I thought, yeah, I'm going to change that. I found this one for like 50 bucks online, had like $10 shipping, so I went ahead and bought it just so I would have one to have a dent in it. But I'm sure my other one is okay. I think what I'm needing to do to get rid of the little bit of vibration I've got is adjustable upper control arms. I've got to measure the angle on that drive shaft. Alright. Let me get my grease gun and I'll hit these two Zerks and we'll go from there. I don't know how well it shows up, but this is my old drive shaft and this is the dent that I was telling you about. I don't think that probably has anything to do with the vibration, but I guess it could. So anyway, I'm going to take this rubber boot off of this one and put on my new drive shaft, my new to me drive shaft. I'm going to get some sandpaper and go over the other end of my new drive shaft and make sure it's good and clean. Alright, so I sanded all that off with a little Scotch-Brite pad I had on the end of a drill, and I've greased the inside. Now I'm ready to go back on with this. Right there, and now I need to put my clamp back on. So I was able to get that back on. So anyway, it's not really holding anything. I've just got it on there because you can still twist it. But I'm going to put this drive shaft in now and we'll test it and see if it works. Alright, so I've got the drive shaft reinstalled. I didn't show removing the old drive shaft and putting a new one in. You've seen me pull the drive shaft on this before. It's 4 bolts. It's super simple. All the bolts are on the pinion side of the differential. The front end connected to the transmission, it just slides off. So that's why I didn't show that Let's go down the road and test this thing. Well, I just got back from my test drive. It's a no-go. Vibration is still there. Could be slightly worse because the universal joints are really stiff when you first install them. Those will loosen up and it'll get better. So it looks like I'm gonna have to be looking at my drive shaft angle. I'll be checking that here shortly, and I'll let y'all know what the drive shaft angle is, and if I think upper control arms, upper adjustable control arms can fix my driveline vibrations that I have. It's not bad. I can drive 65, 70, no problem, but at 65 or 70, that's when you feel the vibrations, and that's where I like to drive at. All right, guys, I thank y'all for watching. That's going to be the end of this video. Y'all come back next time. We'll see what we got going then.